When we think about the richest people in the world, we often think of Arab families from oil-rich countries, the British royal family, and tech giants like Elon Musk. However, there is a family that many people may not be aware of, but they are actually the wealthiest family in the world. This family is known as the Rothschild family, and it is rumored that their net worth is around $2 trillion. The Rothschild family's annual income is said to be a staggering $390 billion, and they own more than 1,800 luxury mansions and over 100 private jets.
First thing I'd like to do is to thank Bloomberg Green and Mike Bloomberg in particular. And we're very proud indeed that we should be part of this series.
It may seem like something out of a story, but it is indeed the real wealth of a real family. So, who exactly are the Rothschilds, and how did they accumulate such an enormous amount of wealth? Well, it wasn't an overnight success. Over many decades and centuries, they built up their wealth through smart investments and their expertise in finance.
It's only young people who can make a difference in the world. That's a great generalization, but more or less it's true. Get involved, learn.
They are a wealthy and influential family involved in banking, philanthropy, and entrepreneurship, originating from Europe. The Rothschilds' wealth and power come primarily from their banking and finance business, as well as their investments in various industries. They have been making an impact on the world for over 200 years and are considered to be one of the most powerful families globally. Their success in the banking and finance industry, along with their significant influence over governments, has made them a symbol of success and wealth on a global scale. The family's wealth originated in the 18th century when Meyer M. Shell Rothschild established a financial services business in Frankfurt, Germany. Through their wealth, they acquired significant stakes in successful companies such as Shell Oil and De Beers. They have also amassed a large portfolio of real estate in countries like the United States, Britain, France, and Switzerland. Additionally, they have strong political connections and close ties to influential individuals in the financial world. The Rothschilds possess a remarkable ability to anticipate and take advantage of changes in the financial markets, thanks to their extensive network of international contacts. This network has allowed them to maintain a prominent position in global finance.
Well, yes, Charles he was the father figure of Nature Conservancy, and in 1914 there was a famous meeting at the Natural History Museum when he put his hat into the ring, bought a large nature reserve, and from then on there were 284 more.
The history of the Rothschilds dates back to 1744, when Meyer Amschel Rothschild was born on February 23rd in Frankfurt, Germany. His father, Amschel Moses Rothschild, worked as a money changer and traded with the Prince of Hesse. Meyer Amschel began his career as an apprentice in a banking house and eventually became a banker himself after his parents passed away. An individual who was highly intelligent, he began building his empire by sending each of his 5 sons, Amschel, Nathan, Jacob, Solomon, and Karl, to the 5 main financial centers in Europe for business purposes. He and his eldest son oversaw the growing business in Frankfurt, while Nathan established a branch in London. In the early 1800s, Jacob settled in Paris, and later Solomon and Karl opened offices in Vienna and Naples. During times of war, the Rothschilds played a crucial role. They provided funds to warring parties, engaging in activities like smuggling and legal trading of important goods such as wheat, cotton, colonial produce, and arms. As time went on, the Rothschilds expanded their investments and diversified into various sectors, including coal, oil, real estate, and wine. This diversification strategy proved successful and significantly increased the family's wealth. Their extensive networks allowed them to access different markets and seize new opportunities. The 5 sons of Meyer Rothschild also implemented a unique business strategy. They focused on investing heavily in company stocks during economic downturns.
I think the phenomenal change that's come about in the last 2-3 years is there probably isn't a child over the age of 6 that isn't deeply concerned about climate change. There were reports in the past, but now the focus of the world are on those problems. whether it's droughts, whether it's storms, whether it's the seaside being ruined, just undermining life.
They had a knack for recognizing the right time to purchase stocks or make other investments, ensuring they achieved the highest possible returns. They were also known for their clever business skills and often made deals that benefited both themselves and their clients. Maya Rothschild employed a strategy similar to royal intermarriage, which was common during that time. To ensure the family's wealth stayed within their circle, he arranged marriages between his sons and often their first or second cousins. However, subsequent generations did not continue this practice for obvious reasons, so by the late 19th century, most Rothschilds began marrying outside of the family. These marriages were not with individuals from the aristocracy or other financial dynasties. The Rothschilds made investments in transportation, communication, and energy networks that revolutionized how people communicated and traveled. They were also involved in significant business ventures such as the Suez Canal and the Union Pacific Railroad. Perhaps their most enduring legacy is how their success has inspired generations of entrepreneurs and financiers. The Rothschilds have shown the importance of making wise investments, diversifying one's assets, and managing risks. They have set a standard that many entrepreneurs still strive to achieve today. This is the story of the Rothschild family, their work, and their wealth. There are conspiracy theories claiming that the Rothschilds own 80% of the world's wealth. However, let's focus on what we do know about their spending habits and where their wealth goes. Initially, they started with small trading activities. Unfortunately, their business grew significantly over the years, and they became involved in various sectors such as merchant banking, private banking, asset management, acquisitions and mergers, insurance, venture capital, pensions and investments, sovereign debt, and commodities. As mentioned earlier, they own around 1/800 mansions, worth a staggering $36 billion. Additionally, they possess 55 yachts and multiple private jets. If that wasn't surprising enough, the Rothschild family has a $100 billion fund dedicated to investing in global stock markets, including the New York Stock Exchange, the London Stock Exchange, and Tokyo. In terms of currency reserves, the Rothschilds hold approximately $20 billion in US dollars, $6 billion in Japanese yen, and $33 billion in euros. Now let's discuss their investment diversification, which contributes to their increasing wealth. Some notable stocks owned by the Rothschild family include Meta, formerly Facebook, Amazon, Apple, Starbucks, Visa, Bloomberg, Bank of America, Qualcomm, Johnson & Johnson, Pfizer, Hewlett-Packard, Berkshire Hathaway, and JB companies like Morgan Chase, PepsiCo, and many others have been at the top of their industries for a long time.
I'm David. I've been working with Hyundai since 2016, and we're looking to the future. We're looking to what we can do together over the next.
By investing in these strong and reliable companies, the Rothschilds have been able to grow their wealth and fulfill our aspirations. When it comes to luxury and wealth, fine wine is also a part of their interests. The Rothschilds have been involved in winemaking for 160 years. They have a significant influence, directly and indirectly, on more than 70% of the total wine sold in Europe. In the past year alone, they earned over $16 billion from wine sales. They own vineyards in Italy, France, South America, South Africa, and Australia. Interestingly, the Rothschild family provides wine to the Vatican for free, combining novelty and nobility. Returning to their financial interests, they control more than 25 banks and investment companies worldwide. They have equity investments in 8 out of 10 major players in the financial industry. Their own bank, N.M. Rothschild & Sons, is an English investment bank that specializes in mergers and acquisitions. The Rothschilds also have a financial holding company called Pari Orleoni SA. Additionally, they own a prominent private and investment bank known as the Rabobank Group, located in the Netherlands. When someone possesses an excessive amount of wealth and control over a region's finances, it can lead to significant influence. Their control over banks has enabled the Rothschild family to be involved in pivotal events such as Brazil's independence from Portugal. During the early 19th century, they greatly profited by assisting the British government with its finances during the Napoleonic Wars. Their influence is so substantial in financial, social, economic, and political realms that one might even suggest they have ownership over all of Europe. It makes one wonder how the royal families across the world perceive this situation. Now let's explore the Rothschilds' spending habits. They don't limit themselves to mundane banking activities. They live life to the fullest, embracing opulence. Here are some of the extravagant things they acquire. It's common for the super rich to own luxurious yachts, and the Rothschilds are no exception. They possess the Planet 9 super yacht, which is owned by the newer generation of Rothschilds and carries an astounding price tag of $102 million. In 2018, the Rothschilds had a yacht constructed, which measures 240 feet in length and boasts modern features like a helipad, beach club and spa. The interior design was meticulously curated by top German designers. This luxurious vessel can comfortably accommodate up to 16 guests and a crew of 26 members. When Nat Rothschild isn't sailing the seas, what does he do with his yacht? Does he leave it idle at a port? Absolutely not. As we've come to understand the Rothschilds, they seize opportunities to earn additional millions. Nat Rothschild rents out the extravagant Planet 9 yacht for an astounding $725,000 per week, reducing to $650,000 per week during the winter season. Now let's delve into the world of wine. Chateau Mouton Rothschild is where this esteemed family ferments and produces their rich and luxurious wines. The property alone spans 222 acres and is estimated to be worth between $150 and $200 million, excluding the value of the wine. This price solely reflects the Bordeaux estate in France.
Rothschilds have been in Bordeaux for 5 generations, have been at Chateau Lafite for 5 generations, and they are intimately connected with the Bordeaux vineyard as they own 4 properties. So as well as Lafite, they have Duart-Millon right next door, l'Evangile in Pomerol, and Château-Rieussec in Sauternes. And we'll be sharing a range of wines from the vast portfolio of DBR now, not just from Bordeaux, but also from wines around the world.
Naturally, the wine production significantly enhances the overall value of the property. What about the price of a bottle of Rothschild's Cabernet and Sauvignon wines? Would it be around $700? Well, I'll opt for water on the rocks, please. Now, let's discover yet another stunning estate from the Rothschilds' diverse portfolio of ownership. Waddesdon Manor is situated in the village of Waddesdon in Buckinghamshire, England. This awe-inspiring property was constructed in 1877 for Baron Ferdinand de Rothschild and his family. It was built at a cost of $1.8 million. Over time, the price of the mega mansion has skyrocketed to an astonishing $250 million. This remarkable residence showcases breathtaking architecture and is adorned with numerous expensive portraits and antique treasures. It even features a museum that attracts an impressive 460,000 visitors each year. Let's delve into some intriguing details. Inside the mansion, you'll find a writing desk specially made for Marie Antoinette and a gold bracelet adorned with Queen Victoria's likeness, a gift from the Queen herself to the Rothschilds. The mansion houses a staggering collection of 25,000 antiques and artworks. And that's just one of the 2,800 opulent mansions they own. They truly have an extensive portfolio. As if owning hundreds of properties wasn't enough, the Rothschilds also possess numerous businesses worldwide. One of their most profitable ventures is Agora Oil and Gas, which was acquired by Lord Rothschild, the grandson of Meyer Amschel Rothschild and Nathan Meyer Rothschild. The purchase price was an astounding $370 million. It was a wise decision by Lord Rothschild, considering the indispensability of oil and gas as vital resources. Today, Agora Oil and Gas is valued at an astronomical $1.4 billion. Unlike us ordinary individuals, the Rothschild family's children likely began their lessons in mathematics with numbers like $1 billion, $2 billion, $3 billion, rather than the traditional counting of 1, 2, 3, 4, just an observation. Similar to many other wealthy individuals worldwide, especially in Europe, the Rothschilds have a profound appreciation for art, and their taste is renowned for its impeccable quality. In addition to exquisite gold and silver artifacts and impeccably crafted furniture, the Rothschilds boast an extensive and diverse collection of art. Within the Rothschilds collection, you'll find numerous vintage pieces dating back to the 16th and 17th centuries. So, how much art do they actually own? Well, it's quite astonishing. The royal art pieces and furniture in possession of the world's wealthiest family are valued at a staggering $2 billion. Not only did the Rothschilds' art collection capture the attention of Queen Victoria, but it also drew the interest of Adolf Hitler. During World War II, while in France, Hitler stole a few of their paintings.
I very often wander around and derive great pleasure from looking at the treasures that are here. I think I enjoy the luxury of being able to see the kind of range of works of art that we have here and enjoying them all and learning from them in very different ways.
The Rothschild family's immense wealth also translates into significant power. They have established strong political connections and wield control over economies. Their journey to accumulate such vast wealth has raised suspicions among some, while others view it as a testament to their exceptional financial acumen and knack for prudent investments. Now let's explore the true extent of the Rothschild family's power. Jacob Rothschild established the Rothschild Investment Trust, which serves as the headquarters for overseeing the family's banking assets in England. This trust, known as RIT Capital Partners, is a substantial entity, even among private organisations. The exquisite Spencer Building in London houses this plush establishment adorned with antique furniture and adorned with golden fixtures. As a standalone property, this remarkable building alone is estimated to be worth $42 million. The Rothschilds are renowned for their strategic investments in lucrative business ventures that consistently generate substantial profits. A significant portion of their wealth stems from their extensive gold holdings. Their Rio Tinto Mining Corporation holds the distinction of being the second largest metal mining corporation globally. The Rothschilds' business ventures have expanded far and wide, spanning countries such as Canada, America, South America, Africa, Italy, China, and Australia. The combined value of all these enterprises amounts to an impressive $103 billion. The Rothschilds possess a keen understanding of which industries to target for their investments, namely the crucial resources that drive human and economic progress, such as oil, gas, and metals. When it comes to power, let's not forget the influence they wield over politicians. With ownership stakes in not just one, but two major mining corporations, the Rothschilds hold considerable sway. To illustrate their financial acumen, in 2009, Nathaniel Rothschild invested $40 million in convertible bonds of Glencore, a mining company. Today, Glencore Mining Company is valued at a remarkable $127.5 billion. Additionally, the Rothschilds have 31 mining agencies operating solely in Australia, making them the largest employers in the country. Given their immense power and influence over economies, wealth, and even individuals, the Rothschilds have little need to engage in other endeavors apart from multiplying their wealth for future generations. However, it's worth exploring which member of the family has achieved the greatest success. Across numerous generations, with each generation having many children, the Rothschilds have aimed to preserve their family wealth within their circle. So, who among them possesses the intelligence and savvy to surpass the others? Let's find out. The most successful Rothschild. Among the sons of Meyer M. Schell. Rothschild, who embarked on their own paths, the third son, Nathan, emerged as the most accomplished. After relocating to Manchester, England in 1798 to establish a textile business, he gradually established himself as a banker. Later, he moved to London and founded N.M. Rothschild in 1810. During times of crisis, N.M. Rothschild and Sons extended credit to the British government. Throughout the Napoleonic Wars, the bank provided funds to pay British troops and single-handedly financed the war effort. Notably, N.M. Rothschild and Sons remains an active institution to this day. In 2019, the bank reported a remarkable $2.34 billion in revenue and managed an astounding $83.5 million in assets. In 1824, Nathan Rothschild and Moses Montefiore jointly established the Alliance Assurance Company, which presently forms part of the RSA Group. In 1835, Nathan Rothschild achieved another notable accomplishment by acquiring the rights to Mercury mines in Spain, which played a vital role in the refining of gold and silver. It almost seemed as if he possessed the ability to foresee financial trends because this investment yielded substantial profits in 1852. As N.M. Rothschild and Sons began refining gold and silver for esteemed institutions like the Royal Mint and the Bank of England, Nathan Meyer Rothschild constructed Gunnersbury Park in 1835. It marked his first land and property acquisition in Great Britain. The purchase price was a staggering $75, which was considered astronomical at the time. However, Nathan proceeded to renovate the elegant mansion and enhance the surrounding landscape. Remarkably, the mansion's value soared to approximately $132 million after nearly a century. Eventually, the Ealing and Acton councils of London purchased the property, surpassing even the current price tags of Hollywood's grand mansions. This exemplifies Nathan Rothschild's long-term vision and his inclination towards meticulous planning. He strategically invested for the future, patiently awaiting the rewards. In essence, the lesson to be gleaned from Nathan Rothschild's success is his embrace of patience and his avoidance of seeking immediate gratification. He understood the significance of long-term investments and reaped the benefits in due time. Nathan was a clever individual, and we can certainly learn from his example. However, did Nathan Rothschild only focus on keeping money for himself? Absolutely not. He was a philanthropist who generously contributed to various aspects of the Jewish community. Over time, his family expanded these charitable pursuits to include Paris and London. Nathan initiated his philanthropic endeavors by supporting synagogues in London. Later on, other members of the Rothschild family joined in by investing in the construction of housing and government buildings to aid in the development of Israel. Nathan's youngest daughter, Louise, along with her 7 daughters, took charge of managing all the charitable foundations he had established. In Frankfurt alone, there were about 30 Rothschild charitable foundations. These foundations encompassed a wide range of initiatives, including public libraries, orphanages, hospitals, homes for the elderly, and funds for special education. Nathan also provided substantial financial assistance to the Jews' Free School in London, and his support extended to various educational efforts in Austria, France, and Israel. Undoubtedly, Nathan stood out as the intelligent one among the Rothschilds. However, let's explore the generous deeds carried out by the family as a whole with their wealth. The Rothschild family has not only made a significant impact on the world through their tremendous wealth, but also through their extensive philanthropic contributions. The family has established a widespread system of charitable trusts and foundations, dedicating resources to improving healthcare and education in numerous countries worldwide. This affluent family is renowned for their generous contributions towards various humanitarian causes. Their donations have supported medical research, enabled the creation of educational scholarships, fostered the growth of arts and culture, and provided aid to those facing hardship. Philanthropy for them was not limited to financial assistance alone. The entire family actively participated in their philanthropic endeavors with heartfelt dedication. In Frankfurt, they established a range of charitable organizations, including dental clinics, a freely accessible public library, a swimming pool, homes for the elderly, orphanages, scholarships, soup kitchens, and hospitals. There was a diverse array of charitable causes in their philanthropic efforts. Vienna, on the other hand, witnessed an even greater variety of foundations established by the family. Alongside hospitals, orphanages, and educational foundations, they also supported a municipal theatre and a foundation specifically aimed at aiding struggling photographers. Now, doesn't that make you want to smile? After taking a few selfies, it's time to focus on education because the Rothschilds placed significant emphasis on funding educational initiatives. Supporting young people was always a top priority for them. For several generations, the Rothschilds consistently supported the Jews' Free School in London's East End. In London and Paris, they established the 4% Industrial Dwellings Company Limited and the Rothschild Foundation, respectively, with the aim of providing social housing. Their generosity extended beyond specific geographic locations. In fact, much of Israel's early economic prosperity can be attributed to the Rothschild family. They established numerous colonies for Jewish settlers in Israel. To promote the settlers' economic growth, the family opened a silk factory, a vineyard, and a flour mill. They also introduced new crops such as grapefruit and avocado. It's impressive how they combined healthy and sophisticated elements even in their acts of generosity. The Rothschilds continue to leave a lasting impression in all that they undertake. Recently, they have focused on providing education and opportunities in disadvantaged communities across the Middle East and Africa. Additionally, they have contributed to job creation and economic development in these regions. The Rothschilds' philanthropic efforts go beyond monetary donations. In the past, they have generously donated an estimated 60,000 pieces of artwork to public institutions. Their philanthropy is not only thoughtful, healthy, and sophisticated, but also encompasses creativity. Could I please have a copy of the original Mona Lisa? Let's talk about the Rothschild family in the 20th and 21st centuries. Things don't always stay the same, and the Rothschilds are no exception. While there are ongoing rumors about their immense wealth, the actual numbers have never been disclosed, leading to speculation about the true extent of their riches. Even though different sources may present varying figures, one thing is certain: the Rothschilds are still incredibly wealthy. Wars, politics, and family conflicts may have caused fluctuations in their fortune over the past century, but it is far from depleted. There were some challenging times in the 20th century. The Naples branch of the family's bank closed its doors in 1863, and the Frankfurt branch followed suit in 1901 due to a lack of male heirs. The Vienna branch had to shut down in 1938 when the Nazis invaded Austria and posed a threat to Jewish individuals. During the war, the properties owned by the Rothschild Bordeaux family were seized by the Vichy government in France. Unfortunately, that's not all. The Austrian branch of the Rothschild family also had millions of dollars worth of art and other valuable objects stolen by the Nazis. Some of the valuable items that were taken from the Rothschild family during the war were eventually returned by the Austrian government. In 1998, after facing numerous challenges and difficulties over the years, all of the family's assets were reorganized under a single company in 2008. This brought together the business interests that had been established by Meyer Rothschild's 5 sons, which had spread across different parts of Europe for over 2 centuries. Presently, the Rothschilds continue to invest in various industries such as oil, banking, real estate, and agriculture. Their immense wealth gives them a unique advantage in seizing opportunities and influencing market trends. Among the younger members of the Rothschild family, there is James Rothschild, who married Nikki Hilton, a well-known American socialite and fashion designer. Nikki Hilton is the sister of Paris Hilton. Another descendant of the Rothschild family is David Rothschild, who is an environmental activist residing in Santa Monica, California. He made a remarkable journey across the Pacific Ocean in a 60-foot catamaran called Plastiki, which was constructed using 12,500 recycled plastic bottles and other waste materials made from PET plastic. It is known that one of the Rothschild baronesses owned a spacious 14-room apartment on 825th Avenue. Additionally, Nat Rothschild reportedly had a small residence in the West Village, which he sold for an astonishing $17.5 million in 2015. In 2017, Rothschild Inc. has established an office in San Francisco to expand its business activities in Silicon Valley. However, despite their efforts, Rothschild & Co. has not been able to achieve more than a boutique status in the United States. Although the Rothschilds have had limited business involvement in the United States, several members of the family have lived there. In 2015, James Rothschild married Nikki Hilton, who is the granddaughter of hotel entrepreneur Conrad Hilton and the sister of Paris Hilton. Another member of the Rothschild family, Alice Rothschild, whose mother was from the Guinness brewing family, married Zach Goldsmith. Zach, who is a baron and former Conservative Member of Parliament, ran for the position of Mayor of London in 2016. Alice's sister Kate married Ben Goldsmith, who is Zach's brother. Unfortunately, both of these marriages ended in divorce. The Goldsmith brothers come from another highly affluent British family. Their father, Sir James Goldsmith, was well known for his wealth and had connections in both England and France. In January 2021, the French branch of the Rothschild family experienced a sudden loss when the richest member, banker Baron de Rothschild, passed away from a heart attack. In April 2020, Jacob Rothschild, the 4th Baron Rothschild, had a net worth of $1.1 billion, making him the wealthiest individual in the Rothschild family, according to Forbes. At 87 years old, Jacob Rothschild is a retired investment banker and is known as the richest living member of the English branch of the family. One of Jacob Rothschild's daughters is Hannah, who has a diverse range of roles as a filmmaker, author, and chair of the Board of Trustees of the National Gallery in London. The Rothschild family has faced numerous obstacles throughout their history. but their hard work, discipline, and consistency have helped them maintain their financial status. Their success in investing money over the past 2 centuries has contributed to their continued accumulation of wealth. As long as future generations of the family maintain the same passion and principles, they can have confidence in their financial future. Only time will reveal what lies ahead for the family. If you're interested in hearing more inspiring stories about the rich and famous, feel free to subscribe for updates.